Hey, what's up guys, Godstatus here. So today a really big update happened in PF where they revamped Highway, Crane Sight, and Revamped and added in new capture the flag game mode, as you can see here. Now, to give a few of like the notable changes to Highway, they added a lot of design on this side of the map and over there behind parking, where everything used to just be bland, no cover or anything. So they added a building here and ways to get on top of dome here, which is really good. They also made it easier to jump from inside a dome to the top, which is also really nice in my opinion. Highway, they gave you a entrance into parking from the top of Highway, so you no longer have to jump down and run out in the open. You have this little bit of an entrance, or you have this ramp here even, which does allow for more accessibility overall. And they also added in a second staircase to Highway, so you're not all funneled into one spot, and it does allow for a little bit of mobility changes and just overall more access. The best thing to me is how they added these kind of like side places. Now, they added this building, which gives you sight towards like the flag and parking, or even the flare down point if they didn't change it, and it gives you just, I don't know, more mobility, which really was needed because Highway had very lackluster like map flow. It was honestly kind of just boring because everything was funneled into one spot. There was no real flank opportunities or anything. You were kind of forced into gunfire. But now they have a bit more options. They actually made this a little bit easier to get on top of as well, which I didn't notice. They added a wall up here so you can come up this ladder safely, and I don't know if they fixed this spawn trap that you could sit down on the hills for. However, you do now have a safe way to get up, which is really nice. They took the cover up here and kind of pushed it out more and added in a bit more cover overall. Again, really nice. Like, this update, as far as just for Highway, is amazing. I think overall the map flow will be 10 times better and just play so much smoother than it did before. There's so much more cover now. There's so much more like access to move around, and there's so many more opportunities to get a flank or just get a better play style in, because before this was just all wide open. They honestly, like, you were dead if you tried running here. You had no cover whatsoever unless you wanted to hide like in that corner. And they even added this, so there's an entrance to the side over here, so it's worth coming here. You no longer have to run all the way around, or if you want to go in, you can just go down through here and go underground. So right now, in my opinion, I haven't really played on the map in like an actual match. However, just the overall design of this looks absolutely amazing and looks so promising that I'm excited for it. I know I've been like giving Stylus a lot of hate lately because of the recent updates and because I don't like some of the updates or like the gun changes, things like that, but this, in my opinion, was so far, just this one map alone, amazing. I cannot complain about this at all because I don't think there was really any way you could have messed up Highway more. It was already wide open. You were already funneled into gunfire no matter what. Like I said, Highway, as of right now, a solid 10 from me. Like, I have no complaints just looking at this from a first glance, and I'm genuinely impressed with everything that is put into this map because this needed a revamp so badly, and hopefully it can become a bit more open to new players, whereas I know a lot of people didn't like playing this map because of how bad it was spawn trapped and because of how open it really was. Alright, so let's move on to the next map. Alright, so on to the next map. This is Luck, which was added just today, actually. I know it's been on the test plays, but I haven't really played it all that much, but from what I've heard, the map is really big, which makes me kind of iffy, and even just trying to run to the first hill spot is taking kind of a bit of time, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this seems really big, however, it also has a lot of cover, and it doesn't look like it's in too bad of a spot. This is kind of all first impressions. It's just me going through and kind of reacting as I go. This map looks insanely big, which I don't know how I feel about that because I'm not a fan of huge maps. I prefer like more, not small, but I guess medium size, where there was more opportunities for like higher kill games and things of such. Okay, so you can't get on top of these buildings, which is good. Alright, I had to make sure about that because I didn't want to have the pesky sitting on top of buildings, camping, things like that. However, it does seem like there is a good skybox set up, so hopefully that doesn't become an issue. Now you can, oh, you can't even get up there, really? So that's nice. There's skyboxes everywhere, which I really like. But like I said, my only concern is just how big the map really is overall. Now, I wish there was a place I can get to and kind of show the top-down perspective of it, but as of right now, there's nothing. Or at least I don't think there is, unless I get someone in here to fly glitch, but as of right now, the map seems kind of almost confusing in a sense. There's so much going on, and it's a lot more detailed than the rest of the maps have been, in my opinion. And I've seen, like, that's kind of what I'm noticing in the last few updates, is that whenever they redo maps or bring in new maps, there's a lot more detail to them. They're nowhere near as bland as they used to be. And now that can be a good and a bad thing, because if you think about it, if they have a lot of detail, that means there's a lot more cover, a lot more things such as that. How about grenades? Can you throw grenades over the skybox and through? Okay, you can. So I'm happy with that. So like you can't jump up there, but you can still throw grenades. Good. Now, like I said, there's a lot of cover. I don't know how I feel about natural smoke, because that can also provide just natural cover. I don't know. Overall, it does look good. However, I'm curious to see how it's going to play in game. And I'm also not too sure how it's just going to run overall. I don't know if people might lag on this map because of how many parts there are or things like that. I don't know anything about map making, so I could be wrong. It could be like all managed and taken care of. I don't really know. Does that say Haka? It does. Okay. Yeah, like there seems like there's a lot of detail all the way out here. Now this may be like a spawn point or something. Is all the detail this far out really needed? Like you can't get on top of here either, which is nice. I like that they're limiting it to ground play. They're limiting it to, you know, the fast pace of buildings, and it seems like it's gonna be a more fast paced map overall. But like I said, I'm curious to see how it's gonna play in game. So in future videos, when I do make a video on this map, I'll go more in detail about how I'm feeling with it. However, at a first glance, it seems really well made. It seems like it has a lot of potential. I know the person who made this, so obviously I support it no matter what, and I'm gonna support him doing good for the community and having good intentions in mind. Like I said, I'm gonna have to see how it plays. I played on this once in the test place, but it wasn't for long, and I wasn't really, ooh, that's actually kind of fancy. Hold up, I like that. I like that. See, that's like a very small detail that makes things a lot more interesting. Like something like this is something that you have to think of, and it adds a nice little element to the game, because now they can come through here, or instead of getting funneled through a hallway to from a staircase, you just do a quick little, if I can jump half the time, quick little jump into here. I like that, especially when it's at hill. However, I'm curious to see if this will become like a camping spot, but there is opportunity for really nice head glitches, really nice just overall cover. So I definitely like the aspect and the thought of this, but obviously how things play in game could vary greatly. So let's move on to the next one and see how this plays out. All right, so next up we have Crane Site, which from a first glance, this map is not the same whatsoever. Like it's actually kind of wild. Now they still have snow here, which I don't understand, because the other maps, do they still have the snow? I know Revamped didn't, like 2 days ago, but okay. Where the crane used to be, they put in some boxes, a little bit of cover, a little bit more cover on the roof up there so the people aren't getting spawn trapped as bad. However, gas station still has the same like crappy amount of cover. Nothing really changed with gas station. However, this is kind of a new addition where it's useful, but if you know what I mean. In all honesty, like it's useful. It adds a different way to get like I was saying, it's useful. It adds another way to get up to like the top of ruin tier. However, oh, there's like a little wall here, so people can actually lay down up here. And they added a ladder instead of the boxes. I don't know why. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of making things a lot easier and giving it more cover up here. However, this side, which is phantoms, get spawn trapped a lot harder than ghosts. So I don't know. There's a lot more cover on the roof over here now, where it kind of reminds me of Crane Site Revamp, where they had a lot more cover on the roof of parking. To an extent, it's still kind of the same, if you know what I mean. And they took Crane and moved it into the middle of the map, so getting on top of Crane is going to be a bit harder now, and also kind of a bit more punishing. But at the same time, I don't know, it looks could be good, could be bad. I'm lagging so bad. These FPS drops, Jesus. And I don't know why. Ooh, I did not notice this. Bro, what are these lag spikes? Okay, so we gotta go up to second floor. I'm sorry for the lag spikes, but like, Jesus. Okay, so we're gonna come up here, and there's now a connector from office to parking, and you can just jump up here to get on top of office as you would expect, which is pretty nice. I kind of like that. Again, it's more like versatile, more method of transportation, and it kind of connects things where you're not forced to run completely out in the open. I thought that was a guy in my game, and I was so confused. Yeah, you're not forced completely out into the open anymore, but you're still kind of, it's still relatively open, same as that. Still a risky move, but they did add a pillar there, so you have at least some cover in case you want to run out on the ground. And then obviously Crane got moved to here, which I don't know, it just feels weird being here. Like, it feels wrong. I don't know how to explain. I didn't mean to hit my mic there. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels completely wrong being here. Why is the ladder facing this way? That's so weird. Like, ladder here and then you have to run here. I don't know. That's really weird to me. I don't like that. Yeah, now you can get up here. I mean, you can still get up here and then like hide right here and basically not get shot depending on which side your spawn is on. Now, I don't know if they changed spawns at all, so that's kind of curiosity for me. I'll have to see over time. But overall, I don't think this is too bad. A little bit more cover, a little bit more ways to travel. All of this side of the map is still like wide open, so it's still kind of useless. They didn't change anything about that spawn. I don't know. I don't think it's too bad. Gives a little bit more cover there. However, it did provide more cover to the places that were already decently covered, you know what I mean? And like this whole Ruins now has cover up here where for someone who's spawn trapping, like, it gives them a head glitch now, an even harder head glitch than they could have already had. So I don't know how I feel about this. So instead of like having to stand all the way back here in head glitch, you can now stand like up here in head glitch, and if they try shooting your body, they now do less damage. I don't really like that. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like how we're offering more cover for being up here, because this is like standing up here is how you spawn trap, you know what I mean? We're giving more covers to the spawn trap. However, it makes nades a little bit easier because like you can toss a nade and it'll bounce off the wall and kind of stick up here. And then there's also like this flank, so there's kind of two places you need to watch from now. But I don't like how we're offering more cover in a spawn trap location. That's just me. I feel like there shouldn't be that much cover for like one of the most, like the best vantage points on the map. Teach your own on this. I like the update overall, however, I don't expect it to fix Crane Sight's terrible spawns and everything problem, but I think it could do some good. No complaints really, but I don't know, it just feels really weird now. Like the crane just doesn't belong. I don't know. Let's move on to Revamped. Alright, so last but not least, we have Revamped. Now, Revamped was not too long ago, so I'm surprised they redid it again. However, there is a bit of small updates. They gave some more cover for the roofs, as you can see on both sides. A little bit of cover right here. They changed the mid pipe up. Looks a little bit better. I guess they just overall gave it a better look to the map. I mean, they added this entire place back here. They kind of redid the trains back here, made it more like useful in the map, added some boxes. This update seems kind of lackluster compared to the other ones because Revamped didn't really need an update. They added this building back here. I mean, I guess I'm assuming the spawn got moved into here maybe. I'm not sure, although I think that would be dumb if the spawn got moved back here. Which is overall some more cover back here, some more cover, just overall more cover throughout the entire map because it was again very open. So they do have finally some spaces where they can hide and kind of get more opportunities to gunfight before dying instantly. And again, there's more cover at like all the ladders so you can come up and try to gunfight rather than just getting mowed down. This is probably the only ladder that doesn't have any cover directly blocking it, or over there doesn't really have much. As a wall there, but nothing directly on the ladder. But yeah, they redid this whole back here. They gave more cover to forest over here. However, let me show you a pet peeve of mine. All right, so they added the cover here to forest, and like forest kind of looks the same. They redid some of the trains back here, just give it a better look overall. But look at how like look at this. What, like that would be their head right here basically. So like, do I shoot their feet, or do like I have to stand all the way back here and crouch and get like a mean head glitch? Like I don't understand what the thought process behind this in specific was, because they don't really have any opportunity to shoot through here unless they want to try to like shoot through this, which takes away damage. Wait, can you not jump on top of here? So it's now possible to parkour your way onto those pipes if I didn't mess that up. Let me go ahead and get back up here. Okay, the point is you can jump up there if you don't mess up the jump. It's a little glitchy with those, but yeah, I mean, they added just a tiny bit more cover all around the map, made it a bit more useful. And like, what is this? Hold up. Please tell me you can get up here and it isn't just completely useless. You can't climb that? Really? No, that would have been such a cool spot. This is something really good. Okay, so you can now get on top of red without having to use ladders. That is something really useful, because I know blue, which is, this is blue. Okay, they added something here as well. Before they updated Revamped, you used to be able to come up here and you could do a normal super jump onto the rafters, but now they added in the pipes, so you do have the ability to just run up here now. I like that. I definitely do. Overall, this update was pretty good in my opinion. I'm interested in Capture the Flag. I like that there's no team spawning, and I also like that that offers more of a spawn trap potential overall. But I think this update was actually really good. Like, I'm genuinely happy with it. I'm still mad that Foul isn't nerfed, and I'm still upset about gun updates, but as far as maps, I don't think they did too bad. Mirage still needs to be removed, and so does Ruins, but that's besides the point. This update's really good. I recommend you guys go checking it out. Definitely something I'm surprised with, and definitely wasn't what I was expecting from Stylus overall. Just in general, a great update. I fully approve of it. I hope you guys do like the update as well. If you guys did enjoy the video, that's gonna be all. No gameplay for today. Kind of just wanted to showcase the updates and go over the maps and give my opinions on them for whatever they're worth. Wait, am I sure that I can't? But I hope you guys do enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.